Alright guys, so welcome back here to the 2016 Gulf Coast Motor Speedway, where we're going to finish off the Gulf Oil 500. We have about, I would say, roughly about 130 miles left, so let's get right into it here. It's going to be a pit situation here for us. I did change up a little bit of the setup, as you guys can see here. Had some little bit differences here, so I wanted to try to see if I could make it as easy to see here, and of course audio-wise, when I moved in my apartment. Now I apologize guys for the shadows. As you guys can see here, my shadow is pretty harsh here, but I wanted you guys to be able to at least kind of see how I kind of work to try to get a more appropriate lighting scheme here for us. But we'll see what happens here. But first, let's get on to the pit of the racing here. So let's get right to it. So we have here, let's see, it's a 4 and then 5 and 3. So yep, so our first and foremost business, of course, is going to be switching these two guys around here. Okay, and then switching the 5 and 3 here. Okay, there you go. And Austin Bigler will change with Trevor Lovebug Trostel there. Now with the 4 here for us, that will indicate that we're going to use the middle group for, which basically is going to get a fast pit. So we're going to use the fast pit group here in the middle group. So let's keep on going through with Mark 4th first here from top, and then of course the bottom there. Okay, so we have 8, and his fast pit is a 6. Nope. Chuck Tafaro, next up, 30 car here, 4 fast pit, and he rolls a 7, so no for him. Stu Urich, as you guys can see there, rolled an 8, and he has a fast pit of 8, so he gets a performance chip. Good for him there. Trevor Trostel there, fast pit of 10, he rolled a 7, so he'll get 1. Okay, let's see here. So we have a 5 for Cam Coral, and he has a fast pit of 9, so he'll get 1 as well there. So let's put that down there. Okay. Sonny Swain, we have a lot of guys who just don't have a very fast pit here, and he has a 4 and he rolled a 5 there, as you guys can see, so he won't get 1. Joey Plunka with a fast pit of 8, he rolled an 8, so he will get 1 there. And a lot of these guys, if you notice, they're just not very good with their pit, but they're here anyways because of the fact that there was that big crash. So now they have filled in the majority of the race. So that's actually very interesting here. And so we're going to go on to Greg Carl here, as I've already rolled here for other guys. Don't need really to focus on them. But a 6, and this guy's a fast pit of 3, so Greg Carl will not get 1. Fast pit of 5, he gets a 5. So Monica Merrick, nice job there. And Kerry Cacciola. Here we go. Let's check it out here. So that's an 11 here, and then of course his fast pit is a 4. So Kerry will not get 1. And then we're just going to rework it real quick here. Who has a who gets into the lead here, or kind of vice versa. We're just going to move him up. So Monica's going to change with Kerry, and then Kerry's going to move up to or back to Austin Bigler, and then Joey Plunka is going to take Greg Carl's position here. And these are all just because of course the performance chips that we have. So looks like Cam Crow is next here on the performance chip. Marlon McGarry will move down. Then Trevor Trostel. So as you guys can see, the biggest loser at this point will be Kerry Cacciola, who was current, or was at least, in 9th place, or 8th place, I apologize, but now has moved all the way back to 16th place. That definitely is where you want to have that fast pit opportunity, is because then it keeps that car or driver away from that. Now there is no performance chip, so we can keep on going here, and then we're going to actually go for who's going to be doing the fast drive here for us. So who's going to try in the top group to take on Mooch Thomas here. So that'll be the 1 car here, so Jeff Daly Jr., and he rolls a 4, so he will actually take over Mooch Thomas here. And Jeff Daly Jr. will reign supreme here after that great shot there by him through the pit crew. And we're going to keep on going through to lap 36 or mile 360. And let's get going here, guys. Okay, so we have a 6 and 3 and 8. So that will be a duel here, guys. So 3 and 5 will be an 8 there, which of course means the 6 cars in middle group will be dueling. So let's check it out and see what happens here as we set up the duel. So the middle group, so it'll be what? Cars in the middle group here. It'll be Mark 4th and Chuck Tafaro. So with that being said, the drivers here in the 6th group are going to be Chuck Tafaro and Mark 4th. Now we're going to actually go Chuck Tafaro first here, and he will, as I have of course heard, you can't jump groups, so you can't go from middle to top, but you can go from middle to top of the middle. So he will be taking on, being smart here, Chuck would not take on Monica Merrick because of the fact that she has a performance chip. She's very good. She's doing really well out of that corner. So I'm going to say Chuck Tafaro is going to take on Sonny Swain. And that's the reason why, is that, you have a crew chief in the back of your mind, or in the back of his mind, of course, that's going to try and see if he can take on that duel. So let's see Chuck Tafaro, how he does here against Sonny Swain. He rolls a 5, and that's outside of his check there, so he's going to actually have a trouble result here. He's going to actually have to see if he can get out of this here, so he will be put right here, and let's check and see what we have for our trouble result here. Let's see, so are we in the last third here? Let's see, 50 laps here, or 50 miles, as you guys can see here. I'm kind of just like a smidgen off the off camera here, but as you guys can see here, 50 miles would be like 1/3 of that would be roughly, what is that, like 18 miles, and so we are definitely within the last third. So he's going to actually have to make a check here against the trouble move here, and the trouble move for him would be a C. And so let's see here, it'll be a 5 minus 1 for repair. So let's see, or I guess it's escape first because he has trouble. So let's see if he rolls out of escape first, which escape is 9. Ooh, nope, he hits his car, and a 10 is rolled there. So his escape is a 9 there, as you guys can see there. And so at this point, let's see if it'll focus on that. Focus, there it is. Alright, so you'll see the escape is 9 there. So right now, we're going to actually have to make that roll of a C, which is on the final one. It's going to be 5 minus 1 will be 4. And he can't, so he will actually be taken out of the race there, and will be taken out and not able to return there, as the repair team, his crew, cannot help him out. Now Mark Forth, seeing his buddy, or at least you'd say Chuck Tafaro in the 30 car there, try to make a move on Sonny Swain. He's going to actually not attempt to do anything, and he's just going to move up because he knows he'll move up to the 18th spot there, and because there's no yellow flag, we do actually have to roll for him here. So let's see here. We have Marty Moen here. Let's see if it'll zoom in on this little guy here. Ooh, nope, not gonna do it. All right, sounds good to me. It doesn't have to do it if it doesn't want to, right? The camera does not want to do it. Let's see if I can help focus it here for us. There you go. All right, so Marty Moen here. Oop, there you go. He has a roll of 4, so let's roll here. And that'll be a 2. So there you go. So you have right there a 2, which shows up, of course, as it looks like he will be passing his gas pedal check to move in there. So he filled in the gap, no problem there. But unfortunately for Chuck Tafaro, his car is out, and he is unable to finish at this very long and obviously very difficult track here. So his did not finish there on his end. So let's keep on going here, guys, as we go on through here. Let's check it out real quick. I'm just trying to adjust the brightness here of my camera there. All right, here we go. Get that brightness correct. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so we have everything all set up here, as that was definitely one heck of a 10-mile stretch, as the two drivers decided not to go for it, or one tried not to go for it to get in there. So let's see what happens here. So a 2 is going to be up to the top group here, and then a doubles, which would instigate something else, of course. If you ever roll doubles, it means we're actually going to have a feuding. I'm just going to take the rules out real quick here to make sure I'm right on that. Doubles, we're actually going to have a problem in this same indicated group, and you must resolve the problem at the beginning or the end of the turn. And I'm going to absolutely say it's at the beginning because of what happened to the previous one. So the previous one, of course, was the fact that Chuck Tafaro in the middle group made some bad maneuvers there, tried to take on Sonny Swain, and so they're going to try and see what happens here in this top group. So we have 2 and 2 here, so that's the top group who's going to be affected. So let's get on to the problem. There you go. That was awkward. Problem sheet here. Let's roll the dice real quick, red and white, to kind of get what we're looking at here. So, okay, let's check it out here. Okay, so as we look here for us, let's roll the dice as we do our first check. So the top group here. We already have in the top group, so driver finder. So red right here says right here, It'll be the red die indicates the top group there, so the top driver is going to be 5, and 5 is right here, so that'll be Ray Bob Walker. Oh no! So it looks like Ray Bob Walker is going to be the one that's going to be in question here. And let's roll the problem finder here. 3, 1, that's 31 here, and 31 says handling problem. Roll for repair. Yikes! Okay, so rolling for repair here for Ray Bob Walker here. Now let's see as we roll through for repair here. And of course, remember that's two ones there. So 2 1s will be what we're using for our actual die roll, which would be a rare problem or a rare result. So we're going to get to that in a second, which is pretty exciting. But nonetheless, let's roll for his repair. So the problem right here, his is an A, so he has to roll a 10 or better. And he rolls a 5, so he gets no problem. He's able to make up for it here. Now he has to actually go off here, and so Ray Bob Walker is put into the top of the bottom group there because he could not, because he had a handling problem, so he had to go into the pit faster than usual. So let's see what Monica Merrick, see if she's going to be the one that will fill in the gap here. Well, actually, you know what? We don't fill in the gap during a turn, do we, right? We don't fill in the gap during the turn. I don't think we do. Would we? I'm not really sure, because like problem, keep me if I'm wrong here, guys, but because I rolled a 2, I guess it says at the end of the turn you fill in the gap. That's right. So currently, Ray Bob Walker, because of his handling issue, was unable to complete the lap here or complete the 10-mile stretch, and was put down to the last of the group here into 30th position here. But let's check out and see what happens here when we roll the rare dice, because we roll 2 dice together here, guys, which of course means we're going to actually have a rare result. So let's go to the rare result, which is pretty exciting here. I actually have never seen this ever happen here. So the top group again here. Let's roll the dice here. This is super exciting here. Not for any mayhem that might occur here. Oh, whoops, that's two dice. You can't actually defend. You can't see what's top and bottom there. All right, so red and white, so doubles. So that's always something bad here. So driver incident, top group, if you guys look right here. So it looks like 55 says right here, driver incident, top group. Okay, so let's see here, driver finder. Oh boy. So use the driver finder to determine which driver sparks the incident. The incident will involve either the driver in the next place ahead or behind. Your choice. You may roll a die to determine. Both drivers roll in their trouble range. Both drivers roll in their trouble range. Resolved using the usual procedure. Are placed on a feuding list. Yikes. Okay, so let's try the driver finder here. So the red group here. We had to find the driver here, so it'll be 4. So the red dice is 4. So that'll be Brooks Bilovich. And I believe because we don't have a driver behind him, because Ray Bob Walker already went down because of handling issues, we're going to say that altogether that was actually the issue that occurred. And so Pete McAtee and Brooks Bilovich will be feuding, it looks like, due to this driver incident. And we're actually going to have them roll in their trouble range to see if by chance anything occurs from that. So let's check it out and see what happens here as we roll the dice for them. With the 2 drivers picked, we have Pete McAtee and then Brooks Bilovich. So we have to roll their dice again to see if it falls in the escape. So let's look at their escape here. So let's do Pete McAtee first, who his escape is a 10. So let's check that out here. That'll be a 4, so he escapes, no problem. He's able to get out of the trouble there. Brooks Bilovich, let's see, his escape is an 8. And he rolls a 3, so he's able to escape as well. So they both are able to get out of the trouble, and unfortunately Ray Bob Walker was not. He was put down here. So let's fill in the gap real quick, and let's roll here to see if Monica Merrick will be the one that gets out of here, or gets put into the top group, and it will. So Monica Merrick is tasting of the first top group there for her, and I think it's a whole series, so that's great for her. Very exciting to see Monica Merrick getting up there. I hope she can possibly win here in that 10 Chevy. It's definitely driving pretty well. Unfortunately, she has not been capturing any of the race wins here. So, all right, Kirk Bryson here. Let's see if he moves up. He does, because he rolls a 1 red, and that's within his gas range. And so we should be good to go. Let's keep on going here. That was a very exciting 10-mile stretch here. So let's keep it running through here. Got our 2 dice here, or 3 dice. And that, my friends, was all she wrote with that 10-mile stretch. My goodness. So 4 is going to be the middle group, of course. And a 10 will be over to heat. Now the last 4 4 turns, which we're not in, the heat change, because there's a little asterisk there, would actually change over to TV drivers, but we're not there, so it's going to be heat. So let's roll on our heat drivers here and see what happens here as we roll for them. So let's get our dice all ready, and heat drivers, so we have Marty Moen here. Marty Moen passes his gas pedal check 2. He's going to go over to Monica Merrick, who has a 1 to beat, and Monica will beat that 1 check for Marty Moen, so he will not be able to take on that one there. And why she can beat that one is because she has 1 break bonus. A 1 is essentially almost impossible to lose to, unless, of course, you don't have anything to help out. So heat, 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 heat. It looks like Cam Croyle is the last other driver, the only other driver in the middle group who has a heat. So a 3, yes, he'll pass that one on his gas pedal. He's going to go over to Sean Hashhagen, who is going to be defending a 6, and he's going to actually fail that one. So Cam Croyle will actually switch spots there with Sean Hashhagen to take over the 6th spot there. And a fantastic opportunity there for him. And of course, always remember here, guys, Brooks Bilovich and Pete McAtee from our last 10-mile stretch are actually in a feuding now. They're feuding drivers. So let's roll those, or write those down here, as I am, of course. Bilovich and Cam Croyle. Got a lot of feuding drivers, a lot of storylines starting to build here, as of course is very exciting here. Now, of course, that is ending that 10-mile stretch there, so nothing really happened too much there in the middle group, besides Sean Hashhagen falling down there from the top to the middle group here. All right, so let's roll again here. So 5 is going to be the bottom group, which luckily isn't too many, of course, and 3 will be a problem. Oh no, guys, problem check here. So nothing's worse than having problems more here, guys, in this horrible situation here. So we do have the group that's going to actually occur here. So we just got to actually figure out who's the drivers who are going to be affected by that. So let's check it out here. So let's see here. We're going to roll our red and white die here, and we're just gonna pick them out here. Okay, so let's see here, 4-3. So 43 will actually be driver number 10. So let's see. So it's actually counting from the bottom here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jordy Pettis, my friends. Jordy Pettis will be the one that has the problem check here. So let's check and see what the problem here for our TV driver, Jordy Pettis, who is actually a feuding driver right now. 64 says it's a pipe, or 64 says it's an engine problem or trouble. Roll for repair. So let's see what happens here as we roll for the repair of his engine problem here. So no mercy for him. He'll move back over Ray Bob Walker here for the 30th spot there. And let's check it out here as we roll for repair on him. And his repair, he has an A, so the last will be 6. So this is not looking good for him here. He has to roll a 5 because of the -1. And he rolls an 8, guys. Jordy Pettis is out of the race because of his engine problem there, so he is unable to make it out of that little 10-mile stretch there. And this race is becoming quite the quite the difficult one, as we are starting to notice no one's really escaping this race here at this point here. So man, lots of no finishing drivers here. But if that makes any sense here for us, it means that the driver who finishes here is really the champion of this race. So let's keep on going as we keep on rolling some dice here. We've already rolled down to, now at this point we are at mile 430. So let's check it out. So we rolled a 1, and then we rolled a 9. So that's going to be reflex. So after that guy, Jordy Pettis, got caught in that one, the drivers are going to need to actually roll the reflex dice against these guys. So let's check it out, the top group there, see if anyone's going to make a move here on Jeff Daly Jr. So our first reflex is going to be Monica Merrick here. She passes with a 2, no problem there. And then she's going to go over to Jeff Daly Jr. there, who has a 1 break and then 2 break bonuses, but Monica Merrick has a performance chip, and so she will take on Jeff Daly Jr. after he passed the break bonus, but unfortunately for him, she used her performance chip and now has taken on the top driver. And Monica Merrick, my friends, for the first time here in Scram 2016 season, has taken on the top spot here. Always great to note. All right, so reflex is going to be Cam Croyle here. And that's a 5, and he has a 4 gas pedal check, so he will not be able to make the move on Monica Merrick. Brooks Bilovich there, a 5, and he has a 4. He cannot make the move as well. Last driver will be Julie Justice here, and rolls a 5, and he has a 4 gas pedal check, so that as well will not be able to take on. And it looks like Monica Merrick will end that 10-mile stretch in the lead there, so it's gonna be the first time we'll see her on top of things. Guys, I want to thank you guys real quick. I'm gonna actually set up this video to go out real quick here. I'm gonna make another one as well, just so you guys can have a little bit of a time gap in between, so you guys don't have like a 60-minute video. But I hope you guys enjoyed here. Come on back here for the finale, of course, where we'll be going through, looks like to me, about 70 miles of racing here, as Monica Merrick now is in the lead here. I'll see you guys back here in the bleachers. Thanks again, guys. Leave a comment below if you guys like this way it's working out here, and of course drop a like on this video as well. I'll see you guys next time.